Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have a ZTE A51 with a broken display, but it's still usable though. Nevertheless, we're gonna replace it. So first thing, we're gonna shut it down properly because we can still do that through this broken display. And good thing about this smartphone is it doesn't have any adhesives to make the back cover adhere to the front glass. They're just held on by clips, but there's a lot of clips here. So we're just gonna take our time not to add more scratches on the sides because we're still gonna use that one. So the back cover and the side is one piece. And these clips are very effective. It's a cheap manufacturing technique, but it's still very effective in supporting the assembly. So when you drop these things, it doesn't just disintegrate. However, it will break the display. So we're just gonna lift it up here slowly. So the back cover is obviously plastic, not glass. And there you go. The square one is the fingerprint. There's a battery. And then the motherboard shroud, we're gonna remove that one, unscrew it, and then slowly release it. So by the fact that these things fit really tightly together, it shows us that this smartphone has never been opened before. So it's first time getting repaired. So we're gonna test out this replacement display, be attaching it to the connector for the display, and try to turn on the device. So since it was working when it arrived to the shop, it has been recharged by the user. Some smartphones with broken displays have dead batteries in them because you can't see anything, but this one has been recharged, so it will be booting up successfully. So this is a good sign. It allows us to know that there's nothing wrong with the motherboard and the battery, of course. We're just gonna test some components like the camera, buttons, touchscreen. So everything seems to be working fine. So shut it down again and then remove this replacement display, and we'll now proceed to the removal of the front display. So here in Sydney CBD Repair Centre, we fix a lot of smartphone brands, not just Samsung and iPhones, although those are the most common smartphone brands that we are fixing here in the shop. But we still fix like older LG smartphones or this ZTE or even Nokia's smartphones. If you go to David and ask him on some parts, availability of the parts, he may not have them on hand, but he will source it for you. And if you can wait, then he will do the fix once the parts necessary to fix your smartphone arrives. So this is a good example, since you can just buy it through eBay or Amazon, but the fact that a repairs person personally source the parts for you is a good sign that the parts and your smartphone is compatible. So we have removed the front display. We're gonna clean this up with adhesives, and then we're gonna test fit the replacement display. And David has noticed that the frame is quite bent, so he's gonna put a little bend and then see if it levels out, and then some more. So if you have to try to do it yourself, just make sure that you don't bend the frame. And then here's the glue that we use, the liquid glue that we use, so that we can attach the replacement display securely. So obviously this smartphone is not been rated for water resistance, so it's okay. Although when you open smartphones with water resistance rating, high water resistance rating, it's gonna be voided because you open the device anyway. So install it, the connector, secure it underneath the battery. I don't know why that is. This one, the battery, and then the flex cable for the daughter board is on top of the battery, which is kind of cool if the display is on top of the battery as well. But I think it's gonna be interference problem. It's just the design. And then we're gonna put back the shroud, screw it down, and then it's almost done. So if you have a problem in your smartphone and you think, no, it's not worth to fix or it's too expensive to fix, don't just throw it away, give it a chance. You can head on Sydney CBD Repair Centre or your local repair shop or your trusted technician to see what they can do about it. Because, you know, the chip shortage in the world today is a real thing, and sourcing brand new smartphones with competent chipsets or CPUs is really, really hard. So giving another life to your smartphone for a bit, maybe a year or two, is a good idea. You can also save some money, of course. The replacement is the screen replacement is not really that expensive compared to buying a new smartphone. Although there's a benefit to it. As you can see here, your smartphone will look brand new again because of the shiny new display. How about the back? Just put on a case over it and give it a new feel. So almost done now. We're just gonna let the glue cure by binding this up with rubber bands. And thanks for joining, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, David, for this wonderful fix. Client will be happy for this one. Till next time, guys. Cheers.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.